Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. Today I do have what I received as an urgent message from your ancestors. So I'm going to start with what I channeled and then we will dig deeper and get into the cards. So the first message that came through for a group of you, my beautiful star seeds. The thing or idea that you've been heavily focusing your energy on is about to flourish in front of everyone. Like the blooming of a rare flower, this is your moment to shine brightly. So if you think back on how you've been spending your time and energy lately, maybe even in the past few months, few years, few weeks, days, hours even, whatever it is that you have been heavily focusing your energy on is what is about to manifest. And it's going to flourish in front of everybody. So if anybody needed any confirmation on what you've been working on and whether it will work out in your favor or your benefit or everyone's benefit, the answer is yes. This is a wholehearted, exclamation mark yes. Okay, and that message came from your ancestors. I also received this message, which is this is also a time of somatic releases, meaning your physical body will be releasing things at this time. And this will come out in a bodily function sense. So this could show up as excess of gas, sweat, waste elimination, or crying. Those are just a few examples. Tonight, which is the 13th, is also a full moon in Cancer. So if you have Cancer in your chart, particularly your moon sign, this will be a highly emotional release time for you. All right. So those are the channeled messages that I received from your ancestors. And we are going to jump right into today's reading and see if we can dig deeper on that. So I do have some lovely decks here that we're going to start with, including your Angels and Ancestors deck. And again, that's just going to tap us directly to the channel of them. I also have my Archangel Michael deck here, some tea leaves, and also traditional tarot. So let's jump right in. I'm so happy to have all of you here. Thank you so much for joining me. And happy full moon in Cancer. All right. So to go along with the messages that we received through the channeling, please give me some direction for the collective on what information, what urgent message do they need to hear at this time. Thank you. Okay, we have Wise One. Grow within your current situation. So there is something that is coming up for the majority of you where growth is anticipated through whatever it is that you're going through at this time. So if you want to think back on that original message of things are going to flourish, what I want to say with that is that it may be a time of uncomfortability, okay? Again, with the somatic releases, yes, that can be an uncomfortable feeling. However, growth is arising from that, and you are gaining wisdom from that. And actually, the other message that I'm getting with this is to thank your ancestors for this, okay? So when you wake up every morning or you go to bed every night or however many times throughout the day, you feel called to thank them, okay? Do it. Tell them you appreciate these gifts and this wisdom that you are growing through this current situation, and thanking them for whatever abundance is headed your way each and every day. Okay, that's just kind of a little rhyming thing you can say. So again, whatever you're pouring your energy into at this time is what's going to flourish, and it is going to give you growth within your current situation. So what I'm also getting with this may be something that's never been done before, and that's where the fear is arising. You're trying something new, you're trying something different, you've been called to do the thing, whatever the thing is, and there's probably, what I'm also getting, many doors opening for you to be able to display whatever it is that you've got. Okay, so I'm getting like a creation standpoint. If you've created something new and it's different than anything you've ever seen before or known before, I'm thinking like inventor now at this point. But it could also be the arts, it could be music, it could be paintings, drawings, it could be anything related to something that you personally are creating. And again, you do have your angels and ancestors backing you on this. So just remember to thank them every day for whatever it is that is flourishing. Okay, that one. 2 more there. Let's see. Great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. I love this. So this is one of 2 ways. One would be you are becoming a teacher. So maybe that's something new you've never tried before. And the person that I'm speaking to is somebody who tended to be on, I'm trying to think of how to word this, like the crew instead of the actors. Okay, think of like a play setting. You're the person that tended to be behind the curtain, fixing the lights, making sure the background was set, making sure the actors were going out. You were more of a facilitator. Okay, you're not used to being the one that's out there shining in the spotlight. So whatever your experience is on this planet with your journey, you are either in a position to become the teacher, or again, to allow this growth from your current situation to teach you something. All right, take that how it resonates with you, because every person's situation is going to be a little different. But if you are the one getting ready to stand into the spotlight and become the teacher, you are the one that was more familiar and used to being in the shadows or in the background of everyday life. And then we have White Witch, be the light. I love that. So for some of you, again, you're using what you have created to shine brightly. And this is teaching others growth and acceleration. I'm getting with this too. And we do have the bottom of the arrow, the broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So I love that the white dove is here, because that is definitely an energy of peace, right? Purity, peace. It's white. So there's something within our situations where we're being called to embrace peace. So there's no fighting within whatever's going on here. And again, if you're questioning, is this you? Is this your reading? Is this your situation? If you are fighting what feels like, I'm getting like the image of the salmon fighting upstream to go, lay their eggs in the harsh conditions. Some of them don't make it. If you feel like you have to fight your way to something, then this is likely not your message, because these are the people who have learned to go with the flow of life and to allow manifestations to happen naturally. Okay? So you don't have to fight for what it is that's happening in your life. It's just naturally occurring. And the great news is, because we have our angels and ancestors here with us through this transition and growth period, it is easier even still. Okay, so imagine as you're going forward with your courage and your strength and leaving the fear behind you at the door, that you are heavily supported at this time by your angels and ancestors, and they want you to succeed. Not only do they want you to succeed, but it is guaranteed. You literally just have to go out there and present yourself, or present whatever it is that you're working on, and people are going to love it. Not only that, but this is something that people have needed for a long time. So even if you do go out there and express your creation or yourself, and it is not met with kindness or love or acceptance in the beginning, just know that the people that you may be presenting it to are not the people who want or need whatever it is that you have to offer. Okay? Beautiful place to start. All right, we're going to dig into the tarot. Let's see what we have. So let's start over here with this wise one and the grow within your current situation. Can you tell me more about this, please? Spirit, ancestors, guides. Okay, we have strength. So again, this is us conjuring up, I'm getting conjuring with the White Witch, our strength within us. This is us basically, again, leaving that fear behind us and moving forward with the courage and the strength to do what we need to do. Let's see, what else do we have here? This is also about taming the ego. So we're not moving forward in an egocentric fashion. We're moving forward how we need to move forward. And each of us in our situations will know what that means. Okay, trust your intuition, trust your gut. Do what feels right and expect growth from it. We have the Two of Pentacles. All right, so for the Two of Pentacles, some of us may have not been able to make a full-fledged choice towards this thing, okay? And some of us may feel, again, with the fear. I'm getting like this fear behind you. The fear is already behind you, but there's something residual in your system with it. So this might be part of the somatic releases that I mentioned. So there's some sort of fear, okay? And again, with the Two of Pentacles, there's choppy waters in the background. And this individual is not looking at the choppy waters. So maybe there is something that you need to look at this time, and it may have been something that you have been fearful to look at in the past. What we're doing is we're conjuring our strength and courage so that we can look at it, and we're now coming from a place of wisdom and strength and courage, okay? So I think of this as somewhat inner child healing. Right? When you're growing up, there are many things that we are faced with, and a lot of them are traumatic experiences. But as a child, we're not emotionally intelligent enough to handle those things at that time. So what we do is we kind of tuck them down deep in our system and say, I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm going to, again, do whatever my the trauma way of doing things. I know there's another way to put that. It's just not coming to me at this time. So the way that we have dealt with things in the past, here we go, it came to me. Healthy coping mechanisms. There it is. That's what I was looking for. So we may have been dealing with the things that we are going through in our lives with unhealthy coping mechanisms, again, due to past things that we didn't want to look at the time, right? And now that strength is here, it's here to tell you that the fear is already behind you, and you don't need to let that lead anymore. It's okay to put that fear behind you and say, you know what, I am a little scared to move forward into this thing, whatever it is, but it doesn't lead anymore. Okay? I'm not allowing that fear to lead everything that I do in my life because it's not practical. It's not how I want to move forward. I choose this strength. Okay? I choose the strength because I know that there is courage within me and confidence, and this is how I am going to be moving forward. All right, let's see if we can get anything else here. Anything else for this pile? And the Three of Cups. I love it. That signifies celebrations. All right. And the Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom. So again, this is us working hard towards whatever we're creating, whatever our craft is. All right. Your craft could be singing. It could be creating music, writing in general, writing books. It could be art. It could be therapy, even teaching moments, whatever it is that you, again, have been pouring your energy into, whatever that is, it's going to pay off big time. What comes after the Eight of Pentacles? The Nine of Pentacles, then the 10. You're already at the Eight of Pentacles, which means you have survived hardships. You have survived juggling your finances. Okay? There's a lot of pentacles as we lead up to this 8 that say, I have tested and tried many things to get me to where I'm at now, and this is what I'm banking on. I found the thing that I love doing, and there is a benefit to others, and so I'm going to keep working at that. All right. So let's jump over to this next pile. Let's get into the great teacher, which is learning from spiritual experiences. So now we are getting into the less of what are our earthly and monetary manifestations, but what's coming out of this from a spiritual experience. So tell me, what is the collective gaining as a spiritual experience in the matter of what we're dealing with now? The Hierophant. I knew that card was going to come out because he signifies the teacher. This is exactly what this means. So either, again, you're having a teachable moment, meaning you're the student, or you are rising up to become the teacher and being the teacher for others. All right. Now, I want you to think about it this way too, because every person and every situation that we encounter is an opportunity to teach us something. So if somebody comes up to you and says something, anything, it could be anything, it could be nice, it could be not nice. It is always a reflection of them. And sometimes people show up in our lives to trigger us, to show us things, maybe even the right path to be on. You know, sometimes that trigger could be exactly what you needed to teach you in that moment of either what not to do or what to do. I always think of it as the flip of the coin. Is this something that I want to move towards of what's being shown to me at this time? Or is this something that I've already learned as a past lesson? Okay, I've been the student. Now I get to be the teacher, and I get to say that's not what I choose for myself. Okay. And then the Seven of Pentacles. So again, we had the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck here, we have the King of Pentacles. What I'm getting with this is have patience. You know, there's that saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Have patience while your seeds grow. And again, sometimes you being the teacher, you can just say one thing to a person on a given day. And what ends up happening is you planted a seed within them. So even though they may not change their ways that day, they may think about it long and hard, and one day something like an idea will pop into their head and they'll be like, oh, I remember that day when such and such was said to me by so-and-so. And that's going to make me realize something. Okay. So Seven of Pentacles is always to me about planting seeds and then having the patience to watch them grow. All right. You got your 7 bags of money there. There it is. All right. What else do we have to go with this pile? And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right. We also got the Four of Wands at the bottom. So let's talk about that. Now, Four of Pentacles. If you look at this picture, it is a man who is like sinking into the ground, possibly quicksand. And there's like a little centipede crawling on his neck. But he's got his $4 in his hand. his $4. And that is what is more important to him right now than the quicksand, right? I am in imminent danger, but I've got to hold on to these Four of Pentacles. So as things transition in your life, right, there's going to be times where you're going to take that $4 and you're going to plant it into the ground and it's going to become 7. So don't get stuck in the mindset of this is all I have right now. And this is all that it'll ever be. Because you are meant to plant those seeds and to have it grow exponentially. With the Four of Wands here, that is about having a solid foundation. Now, I think it's funny that on this card, there is a lot of ladies here. And they look like bathing suit models or cabaret dancers. I'm not entirely sure. Some have hats. And anyways, these lovely ladies are the solid foundation in which you build your life upon. Okay. And again, going back to the teacher, this may be something that you hadn't had before. And that's why things can be confusing and we're leaving that fear in the past. We don't know what a solid foundation feels like because we've never had it. So now that we're building it, we're like, uh-oh, my ego might be wanting to kick in here and say, I need to hang on to what I got. I can't lose all of it because I've had that happen before. I've lost all of it and I know what that feels like and it's not fun. But trust is the message I'm getting here. Trust in what it is that you're building at this time. Plant those seeds and it will definitely grow. You just need to have patience. All right, let's get over to this white witch. And all right, there we go. Be the light. 3, 4 came out. So we have the Hermit. And we have the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. All right, collective. I told you your pentacles would grow, right? So what this is saying to me is this is someone who's alchemizing their situation, right? Now, the 7 of Swords, the words that came out were, this is a little tricky. So it's not that there's thievery or people trying to steal from you, okay? It's a tricky situation. The trick in the situation is that the Hermit tells me that you, collective, have done the inner work, okay? And that's why you are growing from this situation. Let's go back over here to this 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and Strength, right? Grow within your current situation. If you have not grown in your current situation, you haven't done the inner shadow work, then chances are you're not going to be here with the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Spirit is here to tell you that if you're doing the work, you will flourish. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Swords. This may need your attention, and to say that, again, I'm hearing rock bottom. I've already been at rock bottom. I know what that feels like. I'd rather be at the 10 of Pentacles than to be at the 10 of Swords. Either way, I've completed a cycle. So are you in the cycle of self-sabotage or letting other people dictate how you do things? Likely, these are the people that don't have your best interest at heart. Again, they're trying to steal your energy. Maybe they even want to steal your money. But these people have not done the inner work. Okay? They haven't allowed death and rebirth to occur in their life. But you have. Collective, you have done the work. You get to be the light now. All right. Let's keep going. Let's get into the tea leaves and see if there's anything. Okay, there's one. So here we have younger man, dealings or relationship with the younger man. Okay, so that will be for some of you out there. That might be the situation that you're growing in the current situation. All right, we have a few that came out here. Let's look at them. We have a rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. I love this because, again, I kept saying that it feels like the fear is behind you. There's your confirmation. We have crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Collective. Again, this is your project flourishing in front of everyone. People are going to see it. And then we also have dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Okay, so we do have the 3 of Cups over here. So your close friend could be this younger man. It could be also someone else. So let's see what else we can get here. There's so many of these that you have to split them up and shuffle them. It's just too much for one whole pile. Okay. Mountain. Major challenge to overcome. And then we have ear, good news. So good news is on its way to you. And then we have that challenge to overcome. We also have fan, romance, celebration, and party. There it is, that 3 of Cups. So you guys want to know who you're celebrating with over here. It says with a close friend. It says dealings or relationship with a younger man. And romance, celebration, and party. All right, what else do we have? Okay, with this ear in the good news, I just received within earshot, meaning you're likely going to be telling somebody something, and there's going to be someone nearby that hears what you say within earshot, and they're going to want what you have to offer. So again, I did in previous readings mention your elevator speech or being in the right place at the right time. That is confirmation for you. So there might be something that you're using your throat chakra to explain to somebody what's going on, you know, what your project is about. And there might be someone who is within earshot that wants to help you through this. Okay. Sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. That is beautiful energy right there. All right. Anything else want to come through? So up here with this mountain card, I just got the phrase making a mountain out of a molehill. So let's talk about that for a minute, because a major challenge to overcome. I want you to think of the challenge that you're overcoming right now. Again, growth within your current situation. And you are putting more pressure on yourself than need be. You are visualizing whatever it is that you're having to go through, this challenge at this time, as being bigger than it really truly is. Okay? So that is kind of you psyching yourself out psychologically, because you're like, oh, this is too much. I can't handle it. But I want you to know that that is a mindset that you're ready to leave behind. All right. The last 2 that came out, we have harp, which is great happiness. And then we also got claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Okay? So whatever the risk is, be careful. I'm tying this to the 7 of Swords. Meaning, don't do like back alley dealings. I don't know why that phrase came to me, but it did. Like, don't sell yourself short. Don't get involved with people that say they can help you, and again, really just truly have their best interest at heart. There's going to be the right people that are going to show up, okay, in this area here, and want to get involved with great happiness and new creative ideas. And here's the thing. You're going to know if something is for you or not by how it makes you feel, right? Do you feel that you are honored and respected? Do you feel that what you are going through is not difficult? So let's tie the rainbow and the mountain together, because here you have the most difficult part of your situation is over, right? The fear is behind you. You've already conjured up the strength and the courage to move forward, right? So this major challenge that's here has already been overcome. And whatever challenge is in front of you at this time, you're making it bigger than it needs to be, right? Because the most difficult part is already in the past. So be careful with that. There's so much lovely energy here. I don't want to get into it too much more, but here it is. This is lovely. All right, let's get some advice from Archangel Michael, and we'll close this reading out. This has been a beautiful reading. All right, Archangel Michael, please give us some advice in our current situation. There you go. It's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. Yes. So many of us are like, when is this going to end? It's been so intense. It's been so, whatever exclamation you need to put on it. It's almost over, right? This is like the tail end. Again, we have 9s, we have 10s in this reading. There's something here saying you've gotten past the worst of it. And the other message that's coming through with this is that sometimes, again, in our unhealthy coping mechanisms, we anticipate grief. It's called anticipatory grief. That is an actual term, okay? It's when we feel or know that something is happening. The example I want to give you is, let's just say we know we have a loved one who is ready to pass, okay? We know it's happening. It's on the horizon. It may happen sooner than we expect it to, but we may grieve prior to it actually happening. So with this card, it's telling me that some of us just, like, they can't see that light at the end of the tunnel. They just want to see the continued grief that keeps coming up. Like, I can't possibly be done with this because it feels like it's been going on forever, and it feels like it's killing me is what I'm hearing. It's killing me. But this is your message from your archangels saying, guess what? The most difficult part is really, truly, honestly, behind you. Did you need a confirmation today for that? Because here it is. Your current challenges will soon be resolved. This mountain that you perceive in front of you is actually behind you. Okay? It's making me think of, like, let's just say you set out on a journey and you don't have a map. You don't know how long it's going to be. You don't know the terrain. You don't know if it's going to be treacherous or not. It's taking me to Atreyu in the Neverending Story, right? He was summoned. He was called upon to go do this mission. He does not know what he's going to encounter on the way. He does not know the people he's going to meet or the terrain. Again, the swamps of sadness. And losing his horse Artex. Saddest part in the movie. Holy crap. But here is you on this journey. And you've already gone most of the way. You have no idea what to expect. So you're still anticipating the treacherous waters, the sadness, the hard terrain, the tough waters, all these things with the Two of Pentacles, the choppy waters, the backstabbing, the sabotage. There's been so many things that have happened to us collectively that it's hard for us to see that bright side, to be the light. Because we have encountered so much darkness, so much sadness, so much trauma. But it is almost over. All right, let's keep going. Somebody needed to hear that, because sometimes it can feel like you're just alone in the darkness and there's no one helping you. There's no one supporting you. There's no one protecting you. There truly is. All right, we have embraced this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. There you go. So you just have to ask. That's the other thing I'm hearing, okay? Your angels are here. Your guides are here. Your ancestors are here. You have gods, goddesses, spirit, your higher self. You have archangels, guardian angels. You have ascended masters. You have spirit animals. I mean, there are just so many support systems out there for you, okay? So many. You are not alone. You never are alone. And when it feels that way, it usually means that you're in your hermit mode, okay? And that It is a time of inner work. And again, sometimes you have to trudge through the darkness to be able to be that light for others. Okay, what else, please, Spirit? Okay. You will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust your angels that are bringing you assistance that you need. All right. So, there might also be a package coming your way. All right. This is taking me to something, and I'm going to share it with you because I feel that it's important. All right. I have been getting a lot of messages myself, again, intuitively, from earth angels, from the cards, from various different sources. And the message for me was the box. What does the box mean to you? Think of the box as a gift. All right. Now, in my dream, I was given 3 boxes. All right. 3 boxes. And at the time when I had this dream, I didn't know what the heck that meant. What are these 3 boxes? I do not know. But as time went on, I figured out what the 3 boxes were. Okay? So I'm going to make a long story short, if I haven't already. Basically, I went out and bought like a crate box. And I was going to use it for a particular purpose. I had my plans in place. I bought things to go with it. I was going to paint it. I was going to use it. And I was like, okay, good. I bought this box, right? It was $12.99. It was not an expensive purchase, but it was an investment in myself and towards my business and what I would use it for. Then I realized, again, it took me a minute to put the pieces together, that I was also gifted by 2 other people a box. Wooden boxes. And I also have been converting those boxes into using them for my business, okay? So what I'm doing now is I'm taking the one box I purchased, making it the way I want it to look and using it the way I want to use it. But I'm also taking these free boxes that were given to me, gifted to me from other individuals that I know in my everyday life. And their thought was, here's this box. Maybe you can do something with it. So in your life, I want you to think about your box scenario, okay? What is it that you have bought for yourself that is pushing you towards this investment or this thing that you're focusing on or this idea that you're focusing on? Because I'm going to tell you what, the universe shows up in mysterious ways always. And we don't always catch on to how they're there or how things are happening for us until you're like, I have these 3 boxes. And Spirit's been sending me this synchronicity for a while. Hey, pay attention to the box, right? Here's your 3 boxes. And at the time, I'm like, what are the 3 boxes? I have no idea what you're talking about. But then later on, again, through the inner work, I'm like, oh, these are the 3 boxes. All right? So when you make an investment in yourself and towards whatever it is that you're trying to create or have flourish in front of everybody, I guarantee you, if you do the inner work and you think about your box scenario and how you purchased something that was going to be an investment in yourself or whatever it is that you're creating, that there have also been other times that you were gifted things. Now, I will say that this did not occur over like a short period of time. Like one day someone gave me a box, then the next day someone gave me a box. It didn't happen that way. I was gifted a box last year, probably. And then I was also gifted a box last week, all right? And the other box I had purchased sometime in between then, right? So There have also been other situations where I bought something, again for the business, and then I was gifted something similar. Again, this will be someone who doesn't want or need the thing that they're giving you, but they think you could use it. I'm done with whatever this is. I don't want to just go give it to Goodwill, so here you can have it. I hope you can manage it and use it for your benefit. So I want you to go within and journal about this and think about times that your box situation came up and potentially was useful to you because you may have purchased something and then were also gifted things along those lines. All right. Now, the people gifting them to you might have something to do with it as well. Who is it that's gifting you these items? One of them in my situation was a younger man, okay, my younger brother, but the other person was who I would like to consider a wise elder. I won't disclose the person, but again, it's like, here's this thing that I think you can do something with, and then it's your choice on what you do with it. Do you run with it? Do you take it and say, what a useless piece of crap, why would somebody give me a box? So it's up to you and your mindset on how you handle situations. Are you expressing gratitude for getting these free boxes that you can now use in your business, which will bring you money? Right? That's the white witch. That's using and being the light in your situation. You can choose your mentality on how you move forward. Do I see something as an obstacle or a major challenge to overcome? Or, hey, have I already gone through enough testing and challenges to overcome? Now I'm ready to manifest these new creative ideas, these new ventures, the fresh start, and to get this honor and respect. This is such a beautiful reading, and I am so happy that this came out today. So, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. And I hope this has been a great message for someone who needed it, who knows that they have something that they're working on that is about to flourish so everyone can see it. I am so, so happy for you, collective. All right. So, I want you to go within so you never go without. Keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. Make sure you're filling your own cup up with love before you're filling someone else's. And I will say this too. Whatever it is that you are pouring your energy into, it comes from a place of love. And that can do nothing but flourish in this society. All right? So again, if your ideas fall on deaf ears, it's a mute point. Like, these are the things coming to me here. Don't take that as a sign of, oh, it's not good enough, or I shouldn't do this. Make sure you pick the right ear to spread your joy and love into, because those are your people. Okay, these are the close friends that want to celebrate with you and celebrate with a party and all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, they want the happiness. They want to make sure that we're all thriving, right? We're all flourishing. If somebody comes up to you and says, that's a crappy idea, I would never do that. All right, red flag, bye. I'm going to go find someone that's in my earshot that wants to see me flourish and do what I want to do. All right, everybody, thank you again so much. Take care. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful starseeds. Happy full moon in Cancer. And just remember to have compassion for yourself as you're releasing whatever it is that's within your body that's been stuck and stagnant during this time. The somatic releases will feel amazing when they're complete. All right? Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.